welcome back to my channel. I thought I'd done a video on this, but I can't find it, so I'm going to do another one. If the previous one is there somewhere, that's great and dandy, but I am going to show you step by step how to create a resin crashing wave. And hopefully this will be enough tutorial for you to make your own. I'm going to show you pictures of a couple that I've done in the past that sold really quickly. So here are those. Hope you like those. And without further ado, let's get into making our crashing wave. Here are my materials. I'm using Promise epoxy tabletop resin, which I just received the other day, and I've tried it once and it seems to be fabulous. It's like super clear as well. So that's the resin I'm going to be using. I've got a couple of measuring cups here so I can measure enough resin. And the colours I'm going to be using are Deco Art Metallics, Bright Metallic Paint, Blue. I've got Mermaid Trash Seafoam. And this is Black Diamonds Luxe Turquoise. And Pearlex Sky Blue. And really when I'm building the resin, let me move these off to the side. When I'm building the resin wave, obviously this part is going to be folding over like so. Okay, so that means I need to have lighter at the top and the bottom, and the deep blue and kind of turquoise colors in the middle, because obviously the wave's going to be crashing. It gets lighter as it nears the shore. And then finally I will put some real sand and shelves on in the corner. So let me get on and mix my resin. My resin is mixed. I decided to add a white into the mix because I'll put it at the top and at the bottom and blow with the hairdryer, and hopefully I'll get some nice cells and it'll look more like a shoreline. And my white is by Mass Ocean Art Resin Pigment White, and it has some kind of cell activator in it. So let me move my colours to the side. And this is a shallow tray mold. It's not very deep at all because I don't want to have like a really chunky wave. It's 14 inches by 8 inches. And that will be the outline of my wave. So I'm going to begin in the middle, which is going to be, well, kind of 3/4, a rule of thirds. This area I'm going to begin and then move lighter as I go out to each side. So let's pour the first color resin. Get something to put my sticks on. There. So we're just going to put a line in the middle first. And then a slightly lighter blue, and this is so shimmery, this blue. Okay, now I think what I'm going to do is the sea foam and a turquoise colour next. Followed by the sky blue. Put a bit in here because it helps blend it if you mix the colours. So I'm going to take my hairdryer and mix those in the mould. Okay, so it blends really well with the hairdryer. Now I'm going to put some white. I might add some more colours in here to blend it a bit more, but now I'm just going to add the white around the surf line. And notice I don't really pay much attention of doing things particularly neat with resin like you can with paint, because resin has a mind of its own. So even if I planned it exactly how I wanted it to look, it's going to be a variation of that. So I'm good with that. That's why I like resin. It's unpredictable and flowing. A bit more here. And then I can do it like a couple of wavy things there. All right, let's blow this out. I'm going to do a little bit more of this, not too dark blue, but dark blue, the really shimmery one. And then a little tiny bit of the dark blue just in the middle. And maybe some turquoise within that area. Okay, I'm going to blend these. There, I just wanted to add a little bit more wave action, and the cells are beginning to show. I don't know if they'll stay or not, but at least I'll have some surf. 对。 All right. So I'm going to just wipe the edge of my mold where it flew over, just because it just makes everything just easier. Using a baby wipe. I always have baby wipes. Always. All right, so I'm going to let that set for several hours. I will tell you exactly how long I left it for when I do the next stage, which is folding it around the cone. And this cone is just one of those polystyrene cones I've covered in plastic so that resin doesn't stick to it. Right, you can see now that will be the depth of the wave. This will be coming over. I think I might just put a little bit more dark here. And I will come back. I'm guessing 5 hours. Okay. Now, it has actually been 5 hours, and this is probably every resin's different, but now I know for this resin, a 5-hour set is enough, and it's really, really pliable, so it's going to go over this stone so well. Now I'm going to get a rubber mat, so I'm going to get some tape to hold it together. Right, I'm going to leave it like that overnight, and tomorrow morning we will take the mold off. Okay, it's set. Let's take off the tapes. I don't need those. Slip the cone out. And now I can peel the mold off. It should come off fairly easily. Very easy. And then we have our basic wave shape, which I want to manipulate a little bit here so it doesn't roll back. So it's still fairly pliable. There. It's looking better. That's looking much better. Curl the wave till I'm happy that it's sitting flat. There. Right, I'm going to hold this up for you so you can see the wave and the inside. You can see, let me put some lights on. There we go. I hope that's bright enough. Right, so there's our basic wave. And now I'm going to add the surf to it. And what I use for the surf is tissue paper, like paper tissues, not tissue wrap. and glue. And then I add it all along the edge here. So I'm going to mix up my glue surf mixture. I'm also going to put some sand on here, just in this corner, for a beach, and I could put some shells in the corner here. So let me mix my glue and tissue paper and I'll be back. All right, got my tissue paper mixed with glue all, and now it's simply a matter of, I kind of like to use 2 sticks in this so I can separate them. I'm also going to use some kitchen towels so I can spread them out without getting my table all gooey. So let's take these out first. And you can pull them, shred them, make them into little, tiny surf points. So I'm going to begin with the first piece. And then remember, I don't want this to be too neat because it's got to represent, crashing waves. So you get the gist, and I'm hanging some off the wave as well. So I'm going to let me do a couple more with you, and then I will just zoom to the end. I finished the surf, and as you can see, I've done it kind of undulating more at the top, some streaking back on some stuff. I want to cover this underneath. There are a few spots I don't want to see the resin. I want this just to be all wash. And this is, I came up with this idea of the tissue paper. I'm sure somebody else has done it too, but I didn't see anyone else do it. This was my idea, and it worked. It dries rock hard. It's really great. Okay, just make sure that's covered down there. I also mixed up some Elmer's glue ore with some sand. And I've left it quite runny because I want it to kind of go a bit flat against the water. So I'm just going to put that in this corner, not too much, just a little bit. Just for beach reference. I've got some shells on standby. Right, so I'm going to do another one of these as well as soon as I've hung up from this one, so that when I show you this is dry, I'll also show you another one that I've done while waiting for this all to dry. The other one, what I'm going to do it just with two colours actually, just the light blue and white and some darker blue. Let me just, I'm just covering up the edges with sand as well. And it's all on a rubber mat, a silicone mat, so I can easily pick it off when it's dried. Right, last area, just here. Okay, I'm going to flatten that ocean into the resin. Okay, that's enough for beach. So when I'm going to do the next one, I'm going to do it just light blue, white, and a mid blue. And I'm going to put the sand in the wet resin in the bottom of the tray. So I'll do exactly the same as before with this tray mold, slightly different colors, and then I'm going to put the sand directly on top of the resin in this corner. See how different that makes it. So let me get some shells to decorate. Let's see, a little one there. I don't want to use too big a shell. And a mixture. Let's see. These are cute, these little pink ones. Give me more. I have thousands of shells. I mean, literally thousands. And I am going to put a tiny little starfish. Fairly small one. There, like that. Okay, so that's pretty much done. I am going to come back when it's completely dried, and hopefully I'll have another one made so we can compare the different methods. So see you soon. It's finished. This is the one that you saw me make. And I will bring my light around so you can see easily inside. Turn it this way. And that was the sandy beach that I added after it had set. Anyway, there you have it. Beautiful shimmery waves, ocean. Okay, then I made another one, which is this one. And this one I did just with blues, no turquoise. I love how that came out. And this is the sandy beach that I added the sand into the wet resin and let it set from there. And to be honest, I'm a bit, I like that one. It looks more natural, I guess. But I do prefer this beach. So there's that. Sand that needs to be brushed off. So there's that one. And then there's that one. Up to you. But I think I'm going to do them like this. Anyway, There you go. 2 waves done. These will be on my website, and the link to my website is below in the description, and I'll put them on my Etsy store too. So take care and have a great day. Bye.